Next meeting is adjourned.
Call to order the Ironton City Council meeting of June 11th, 2026. With us for our invocation this evening, we have Pastor Detweiler with Real Life Ministries. If you'd stand for our prayer and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance immediately following.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today with grateful hearts, thanking you for the opportunity to serve the people of Ironton. We ask for your wisdom, your guidance, and your discernment on all the city leaders and those who make decisions affecting this community. Please help us lead with integrity and compassion. We ask your protection and favor over Ironton and all who call it home. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Detweiler. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Mark.
Brown.
Here.
Haney.
Here.
Harvey. Hogg. Klein.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
Here.
Next on the agenda, we have the approval of minutes from the regular council meeting of May 28th, 2026, the Finance Committee meeting of May 28th, 2026, the joint meeting of Council and Upper Township Trustees of June 2nd, 2026, and the special meeting of Council of June 2nd, 2026. Do I have any edits, additions, or omissions from this, sir?
We requested the 5-year forecast in April of 2026 financials to be included, and I didn't see those in the packet, so if we could get those added.
John, do you have?
Those have been passed out at the last meeting.
We don't usually
Oh,
in the agenda packet. I never have.
Okay,
But
well,
I can.
I'm new, so thank you for.
I can.
All right, I'm seeing none. Those minutes will stand as approved. Next on our agenda, we have audience participation. If you'd like to address council, please step to the podium, state your name and address, and you'll have 5 minutes to address council.
My name is Dylan Walden. My address is 2803 South 5th Street. And I have a few questions for you all. Hang on, I have them written down here. I'm not asking for elaborate answers, legal jargon, or any attempt to dodge the question. All of these will be simple yes or no questions. Is this understood by the council? Okay. 1. If Flock or another security camera company approaches you and offers a contract to put up cameras in the city, would you accept that deal?
We're not in position right now to answer any of those questions without more information. I can't speak for everybody, but as of now, no. We'd have to have more information.
So that is subject to change in the future, depending on the circumstances?
And we'd have to have a lot more information.
All right.
Troy?
Dylan, real quick, if all of your questions were concerning the flock cameras,
No, not all of them were.
okay. But just about that one, that was something I've actually discussed with another council member before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was going to be brought up in the next few meetings. If you want to potentially attend future meetings, or I'm more than happy to chat with you after this if you want to say it as well.
All right.
That's it? All right. Any other audience participation?
Experience, I see 1507 Karen Street. In listening to that text gov, the experience I've had with it is the one that where you're going to go out there online and complain about the high grass and stuff like that. You get a number and you can go do a search and find out what the update is on it. Now, and that's unless it's changed. That's how when I put one in there, that's how it worked. You have to keep this big, huge, long number, but you can go in there and it'll tell you And I think it was over 4 months before it was even closed, looked at. The text one, I put something in about the grass not being cut down on the Rice property, which is still not cut. And I also put in about what I mentioned from 2nd Street to Orchard, the asphalt needing smoothed out there. I put those two out there. I did text that on there, and I got a response that it was received. But there's no number. There was no follow-up. I don't know anything on that. So one, you do get a follow-up. You can check on it, and the other one you don't. So I just kind of wanted to say that. The other thing I'd like to bring up, since the mayor's not here, is the spraying that wasn't done on Karen Street this past Monday. We'd like it done. I don't know if you said not to do it, but Karen Street has 8 pools. We have 6 yard drains. We have 2 abandoned troughs, and we have a ditch / creek behind several houses. So it would be beneficial for us, looking at that water, to have the mosquito spray. And we would just need notified, because we do have some elderly and kids play out a lot and stuff, and animals, so that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Quick question, sorry. So you went to the actual text message, like you did the text message one?
Yes.
Okay. And then did it provide you a link?
Yes.
So you could text and then it provided you a link, then text,
I think
then
there
click
was
on the link,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then follow the steps?
Yes, yeah, I went
Okay.
out there and texted, and it provided the link, and then I put it out there. And I think I got a response saying it's been received, but there was nothing else, and I've never heard anything else, and the work hasn't been done.
Well, that's another question I was about. So I guess hopefully it gets
That's
done
my
soon, and if you don't care, let me know if you got.
Well, I brought it up at last council too, over 2 weeks ago. I called and it was raining, and they said they had to wait till the Rice property dried out. Well, it dried out that whole week. It was 80 degrees and nobody cut it. So now we're back to rain, but it's literally this high.
If it gets cut and you get a completion, will you let us know? Or we'll definitely pass that along. Yeah, I'd like to know if the process finalizes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, the Orchard Street, that is Columbia Gas. The line going across.
No, it's not the line. No, it's from 2nd Street. When you're getting ready to turn onto Orchard, there's a big chunk of asphalt missing. So it's not even. And it really does need to be smoothed out. But we have, and Terry has also, kudos to Terry, she's notified the gas company. I went personally a week ago, spoke to someone at the gas company. They said they were aware of it, but we still, it's bad again.
It's bad. That's what I just got done saying a little while ago. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So we'll check on those things.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can just lay out.
Any other audience participation?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Matthew Knight. I actually live in South Point. I was just really out here to introduce myself as a member of Lawrence County Better Broadband Initiative. Basically, I've reached out to South Point Village initially, and they had complaints about their internet, that they're not able to upload things like police body cam footage. And basically digging into that further, finding out that 70%, give or take, of Lawrence County is considered unserved as far as internet speeds are concerned. So I'm basically out collecting data. Like I said, I wanted to introduce myself. And, if you hear anybody, I hate my internet guy, that's me. Basically, we're knocking on doors. Broadband Ohio gave us a list of addresses that were connected with BEAD funding ever since COVID hit. About 850 addresses, $1.2 million. So works out to be about $1,400 per house. Any questions?
So you are in the business of providing better internet service to Lawrence County?
Yes.
Only Lawrence County?
For the moment.
As of right now?
For the moment, yeah. I just filed paperwork with the Secretary of State today. I've been doing the nonprofit side of things for a couple months now. I think I have enough data to start rolling out.
Did you say Matthew Knight?
Yes.
K-N-I?
Yeah.
Okay. Better broadband service, right?
Yes, sir. lcbbi.org. I've got flyers too if you guys are interested in any of that information.
Yeah, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Any other audience participation? Seeing none. Moving along to communications, I'm sorry. We have communications of Division of Liquor Control. Nate?
Make a motion for the clerk to respond that we do not request a hearing.
I'll second that. I have a motion by Nate and a second by myself to request no hearing. Roll call, please.
Brown.
No.
Haney.
Aye.
Hawk. Klein.
Aye.
Scott.
Aye.
Simmons.
Aye.
We will request no hearing on the Division of Liquor Control Communication. I do have a communication, and this is more of an opinion, but it's regarding, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I do have a communication that I wanna, or if you don't care, I'm gonna, you may be included in this. I'm gonna forward you an opinion, regarding the cemetery committee, and if you don't care, put those in the minutes. Basically, requested multiple opinions from the solicitor, so instead of me just going through it, a lot of people don't care, so, I will request that you in there. Moving on to reports, there are none. Moving on to ordinances, Marty, would you please give ordinance 2633 second reading?
Repealing codified section 474.07 of the Ironton City Code and declaring an emergency. Second reading.
Moving along to ordinance 2636, Marty, would you please give that first reading?
Authorizing the mayor to enter into the attached electronic payment support merchant agreement and bill payment agreement with Nuvei and the subsidiary Paya Inc. and declaring an emergency. First reading.
Nate?
To mention ordinance 2636 received favorable recommendation by the Finance Committee.
Noted. Any discussion? Good. All right, moving on to resolutions. Marty, would you please give resolution 2637 reading?
To approve then and now certificates in excess of $3,000 for payment to Granicus and declaring an emergency.
Nate?
I'd like to make mention that resolution 2637 received favorable recommendation from the Finance Committee. I'd like to make a motion to pass resolution 2637.
Sarah?
Second.
I have a motion by Nate and a second by Sarah to pass resolution 2637. Roll call, please.
Brown.
Aye.
Haney.
Aye.
Klein.
Aye.
Scott.
Aye.
Simmons.
Aye.
Resolution 2637 is passed. Moving on along to miscellaneous. Robert?
I have a few things. One, and I'm just curious for those of you that have been on council longer than the newer ones here, on the yards that are overgrown and people submit a complaint on that, do we just cut twice a year? Is that kind of the schedule on that currently? Do you all know? Or?
I don't know what the schedule is. I know there's a contracted person that cuts that.
Right.
I don't know what the schedule, I don't know if it's as need or the frequency. Maybe Terry can speak to that.
Terry, do you know the answer on that, on how often we cut homes that are neglecting their yards?
I believe it could be two, sometimes three.
Sometimes three.
Because what happens is by the time you have to notify them and stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can go any further, because once they cut it, they put it on their taxes.
Right.
So they have to do it the legal way. So it takes a little bit, like maybe 4 weeks.
Okay.
Just for them to get ready to cut it.
Gotcha.
So that's too early.
It's going to be one of the things I was curious of, if we could maybe, and this might be more of a Mark question on if there would be the ability to up maybe one additional cutting there just to help with curb appeal in the neighborhoods. But there's going to be some hurdles there, but especially since it's not costing the city any money, since we're passing that cost along to the taxpayer. that is responsible for their yard. And then the other thing that, and this is probably more of a, this would be mayor or Mike Pemberton, but the overpass on 2nd Street, I noticed I was talking to somebody the other day. In the past, I guess there's been a group from, I think it was Star, that had helped kind of maintain that, and they're not doing that now, and it's not been maintained. And so I'm guessing it's probably just being overlooked.
What area is it?
On 2nd Street, the overpass.
Oh, yes.
And so it's probably just being forgotten about since we didn't have to maintain that in the past, at least recently. And so I was just going to put that on somebody's radar. And then the last thing was I was going to make a comment that the Etna Street Park, the new signage for the pickleball courts and basketball courts looks really good. So kudos to our Parks Department on that.
Any other miscellaneous? I do have a couple real quick. Citywide cleanup, 9 to 5. John, do you know Saturday what the hours are?
I think they're the same. Terry, do you know that one?
Yeah, it's 9 to 5.
9 to 5 the next 2 days. It's been going on since Tuesday, so that's a very good way to get some slum and blight out of your garage, out of your yard, whatever, shed, whatever it is. Next thing is water bills. I've gotten contact about the water bills not being mailed out. Now, I will say this, without kind of the way things have went in the past is that, well, this time they were doing some renovations to the water office.
Yeah, but I heard a complete different story on that this week by a former councilman, Mike Pierce, that said that the mail train, which I had never heard of, I believe he said it was Norfolk and Southern, that they were doing some required repairs to the rail tracks, that it was mailed from Chicago to somewhere south.
Okay.
That running of the train had been disrupted for 5 days.
Okay, well, that's good to know, because I thought it was
That's
because
what
they were renting. It could either, whatever reason, we don't have them to give out, right? I mean, if it's the rail or if it's the construction going on in the water department anyway, in the past, the mayor has basically put out a statement saying that you won't be, late fee, whatever, it will be waived this month. Now, please be patient, because obviously we've heard 2 different stories, so I really don't know the Terry, do you know like the water bills? Because I've gotten quite a few phone calls about water bills.
I spoke to the superintendent, and he just told me that they get a receipt from the contractors who do it, that it was mailed out on the 22nd. So maybe what John's saying makes more sense, that they get something back. I can have Aaron contact you, maybe he can explain it to you.
Yeah.
But they get a form of a receipt letting them know that they sent it out. So when it gets sent out, they get something kicked back to them. And it was dated May 22nd.
So,
That's when it was supposed to be mailed out.
Can we maybe put something on the website or the text? And I mean, obviously we're not in a position to make this call, but typically in the past, what we've done is waived the late fee for the month and said, please be patient, whatever.
I could do that. It's told a little different. Not to.
Oh, not to? So what? Okay, well.
I can explain it later.
Okay. Well.
Explain that later why. On the late fees, yes. But he is not giving out late fees for this month, but they still will have disconnects on Monday if they haven't paid their bill. Because disconnects are on the 15th.
Oh, that's no situation. Okay. Well, so how do they know what to pay?
One, they can come by, they can call, they can go online, but they're gonna pay their bill, and you can see the bill, but you don't have to pay it.
Okay.
That's what I've been told by the Public Utilities Department.
So basically, we've got either tomorrow or, well, Monday they'll be out.
Monday's disconnect days, so they only have till
Is there
tomorrow.
anything we can do to extend that grace period?
Unless I get an email or a text stating otherwise. I have not heard. I just knew the late fees have been late for this month. Now disconnects, I have not got any updates.
Okay, I'm just gonna go on record and say, the council realizes that water bills have not been mailed out. There will be no late fees, I suppose, but, you know, council does not have control over that, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up, Facebook, or not Facebook, but, YouTube. Just please stick with us there.
Is it possible to send something out letting folks know how to
Yeah.
get their water bill, even if we're not saying there will be an extension, if that's been what the utilities have decided?
That's no problem, I could do that. That's
And then maybe that'll
Yeah.
prevent some issues, just the
Yeah.
knowledge of how to check.
Because
Yeah.
truthfully, we just go online and my wife will either just go ahead and pay the $2 whatever it is, or I'll just write a check and put it in the Dropbox.
Yeah.
Because I very rarely see that paper bill in the mail. I mean,
Yeah, and just reminding that paperless is an option too, if you prefer just getting them emailed to you, and that's what I personally do. And then also just would like to go on record saying that I would be in favor of hopefully extending that grace period a little bit farther beyond the 15th, given the circumstance of the late bills.
I think we'd have to probably have
I
some
have a quick question.
legislation.
What about the elderly who don't even use like the?
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. Paperless isn't for everybody.
It's not.
I don't even, I like paper stuff, so I see it. I don't like having to check
Yeah, I
it
got my
out.
water bill
Did you?
yesterday.
Well, maybe they may be coming out. So Terry, if you don't care, to kind of send a guidance out to check the website, like a link for the website, or come by the water office and they'll look up your bill. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Anybody else? Nate?
Make a motion to go to executive session to discuss real estate with no action to follow. Finance director and city engineer.
Second. Now we have a motion by Nate to enter executive session regarding real estate and action to follow, seconded by myself. Roll call, please.
Brown.
Aye.
Hany.
Aye.
Klein.
Aye.
Scott.
Aye.
Stearns.
We're now entering executive session. Thank you guys for attending.